Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Denver Broncos. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall in. Complete. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. To throw it is Locke. That's out to the flat for Gordon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor it. He shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Throwing, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Jones. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They're going to try and throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Locke going to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now Charles dealing with a third and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They're going to try the jet sweep on third and long. And he's got some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And
they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Locked on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Locke going to try and throw for it. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
That good for 22 and a first down. Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 25 on second down, Locke. Buying time to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Third and 2, Locke's going to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Throwing on first down is Locke. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. From the gun, Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A gain of 22. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Check my 47. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see
They run with Harris. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Locke. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Room past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Our 2 teams making their final preparations for the 2nd half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now to the air, Lock. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Here's Locke to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there. It leads to 4th down. A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. Locked to throw for it on 4th. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke, and he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
From midfield, here's Locke. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And there was so much that was impressive about this play, but it wasn't just what he did downfield. How about what he did behind the line of scrimmage? This wasn't a play where he just had a direct path to get him downfield and make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage, and in the end, that became a tremendous run.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Folk connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right? There he goes, left side. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 83 yards. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Boy, the action just coming fast.